Yeah, we the team, selling a $100 dream. Don't give a fuck what you mean, it ain't the scene. When I pull up with the team, all of my niggas look clean. And we got swag, and we got dollar bills. All of my niggas been working for real. I don't wanna talk about sign no deals unless them niggas gon' come with them. Yeah, we the team, selling a $100 dream. Don't give a fuck what you mean, it ain't the scene. When I pull up with the team, all of my niggas look clean.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, we back, episode 3. Rest, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? But yeah, episode 3, y'all. Sober episode this week because
unfortunately, last time.
We can't do that every week because I don't have the liver for that, man. Like, and also I don't want y'all to be like all up in my business like that. You feel me? So like, fall back. You feel me?
Hey, was you drunk?
High key, bro. After the second one, I was gone, bro. I was like,
y'all had like 4 shots.
We had 4.
It was 4 shots.
It was 4, yeah.
That's why I was wondering.
4 too many.
That was slow.
But
yeah,
y'all needed to catch up.
Y'all was good though. Like,
we was good.
I thought y'all would be worse than that.
After I took that nap in that car, I was straight.
Y'all was knocked out.
I ain't gonna lie. Once I got up, that's when I really felt it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I used to be drinking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but thank y'all for, tapping back in with your boys. You feel me? The sexiest podcast out. You feel me? We out here, podcast place up in Long Beach. Shout out. Y'all trying to get y'all podcast going. Head to podcast place. But yeah, man, we're back. Episode 3. How y'all feeling this week, y'all?
We ain't feeling good, I got a haircut and everything.
This boy cute now.
I know nobody was. They was saying stuff about me. Every time I was watching, I just couldn't think about, all right, yeah, these niggas gonna get on me, huh? But, I had to get myself cleaned up a little bit. So,
yeah.
I'm feeling good.
In 2 weeks, this nigga gonna be back depressed. So it's all good.
it only lasts 2 weeks, so enjoy it while you got it.
Enjoy it while you got it, ladies. You feel me?
Shit, I feel good, though, man. I'm just excited to get, episode 3, you know what I'm saying?
We out
here. How y'all feeling?
What about you, Walt?
I'm good, man. We up here looking like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Family reunion. Nah, we fit 3rd episode. I'm good. I'm good.
Episode, yeah, man.
Hey, I might say some dumb shit because we ain't got my nigga Yoda up there. So
yeah, shout out little Yoda X. We ain't got that nigga.
I didn't bring him to check him. He finna let loose. Yeah. All stupid shit.
Little Yoda X is calling this week.
He's finna have a lot of clips this week.
So how you feeling though? I heard you went to a concert yesterday.
Nigga, okay. I'm not gonna speak on it too long, but like, I shook my hero's hand last night. And that shit's amazing. My nigga Jack Peg Mafia. I reached up. I was in the front.
Okay.
I reached up, looked at me, shook my hand. I held on to that shit for 5 seconds. Held the nigga hand. He was just smiling at me too. You so dope. You just smiled at me. He just like walked away. Got his sweat on me. Pause. But yeah. It was lit. And I want to throw a quick shout out to all the white people at that concert. Y'all niggas was not saying nigga, and I appreciate that shit. Because, like, I was the only nigga in my space, and I was just like, nigga. And it was like, no one else saying it. I was like, y'all lit. Shout out y'all white,
No, don't applaud a fish for fishing.
That's true.
For swimming.
True.
Don't applaud a fish for swimming.
Well, don't shout out y'all. Keep doing what y'all supposed to do, all right?
That makes sense, though, because it really matters, like, the fans. Because when I was at the Chance the Rapper concert.
It was saying nigga?
It was
like, JPEG Mafia he says cracker a lot. So, like, they already know the deal. Yeah. You ain't about to say nigga in this concert. He might pull up and swing on you.
He seemed different.
Kick this nigga out, yeah. But shout out y'all. But, we could, JP, we could get on that Dave Chappelle. He was talking mad spicy.
All right, so Dave Chappelle, he put out a new comedy special on Netflix. And he was going in. He had no fucks given at all. He didn't care about the cancel stuff at all. And one of them was the Me Too movement. So he was basically saying how, all the white women are just, how they basically just hijacked the whole movement. Because it was started, I don't know if y'all knew, but it was started by black women.
Was it?
Yeah.
Word. And they hijacked that whole shit?
They basically hijacked that shit.
Goddamn.
And did the whole, all
just like some white niggas.
Let's wear black at the Grammys. And the joke he said, he was like, oh, let's all wear crowns on our pussies or some shit.
Me. Yeah, that's just white people shit, But it's funny. I was telling, I'm not gonna say who I was talking to because I don't want to incriminate them. But I basically said the statement that like I feel like white women are more dangerous, or not. I don't want to say more dangerous than straight white males, but they're like lethal because they can slide in that little minority shit when they want to with the Me Too shit. But still, they still have they're still second on the totem pole with like fucking niggas up. You feel me? Like, don't sleep on her just because she's a woman. You know what I mean? Like, she's still white and she still got all this power to like, you know, fuck your life up.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he said too. Cause he said, but he said it about another group. But he was like, white women, they want to be minorities until they got to be white again.
Exactly.
And I was like, yeah, that's mad true.
Exactly. But shout out my nigga Bill Burr for always keeping it real with the with these white ladies and shit. Cause they literally like they most destructive. They was like fucking on the slaves and shit. Like
Who, the white people?
the white ladies.
Oh, hell no.
That's
Fucking on the slaves and then getting the nigga who you was fucking hung.
No,
They was doing that for years and years. They're still doing it today. If y'all know what y'all know, but like, you know, like stay woke. You feel me?
Nigga, we just said last week we can't use that term, nigga.
I mean, yeah, don't stay woke, y'all. We retired that. We retired that word.
got rid of that shit.
Just read. How about
Just
that?
read. Yeah.
Just read.
Just
Simple as that.
Just be aware. Well, me, I also like the other joke he said about the baby, the most famous joke about the baby killed a nigga in Walmart and his career didn't change. But as soon as he pissed off some gay people, nigga career
everybody
plummeted.
going crazy.
Nigga
like,
career plummeted. It's literally, fuck it. These niggas have too much power. I'll say it here. These niggas have too much power because when you cancel a nigga just for speaking their mind or whatnot, and this nigga has like bodies to his name, but like the reason that his career plummeted is because of y'all niggas, like there's a problem. Y'all got too much power. It's like I don't want to say. It's like we can't even speak our mind. We can't have an opinion about it no more.
Yeah, we gotta filter ourselves.
We gotta filter ourselves for it.
Like that.
And when you do that, you're basically just strong arming everyone. I don't think that's what should happen. You feel me? Just let it happen naturally.
And it's weird. It's only until you say you like talk down about it, because there's a whole bunch of people who haven't, like, nobody has came and supported, like, just out of nowhere and just supported them.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, you really have to get caught in like a rabbit hole. Like, that's where you really got to be careful how you answer questions nowadays.
yeah,
Because it's like, if they catch you up, they gonna take that word,
And
twist it
run
around.
with it.
yeah,
You're
exactly. It's like people have opinions about this, and not every opinion has a little bit of truth in it, but a lot of opinions are very truthful, but they're very hurtful. So when those, I get a problem when the opinions very truthful, but it's just hurtful to like a certain community, and they just lash out just because it hurts, even though what they're talking about is true. Same thing with the Dave Chappelle stand up. They're trying to cancel this nigga. There's no lie said on that stand up. Not one lie.
If
It just hurt niggas.
if you've seen it, then there's no lie, and he's being like real about it, and it's people hate on him for that. Like, one of the producers of Netflix, she left that shit because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I mean,
It's people. It's like you can't take constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's like niggas don't know how to be fucking, like, niggas is just sensitive, bro. Like,
man.
niggas don't know how to, can't tell the truth and shit like that. Like, that shit's retarded, bro. Like,
man.
I'm not saying like be like assholes and all that, but just like, come on. If you have people can have different views. That's what I hate. I hate
Yeah.
how we all gotta think the same nowadays. We don't. Like,
And that's and I think that's the kind of we all can't think the same. We're right now what we're doing in this era of life. We cut niggas down for having different opinions. You have to have just one opinion.
you know what I mean? Everybody gotta be on the same.
Everyone got to be on the same page. But the thing about that, you're killing thought. You're killing the necessities of thought. You're killing individuality. You're killing like people actually using their brains instead of like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go with these niggas because I don't want to get canceled or I don't want to get flamed on. Like, no, nigga, like speak. Niggas need to speak. The reason why this Dave Chappelle shit is so like oh my God, could be like niggas don't speak their mind no more. People are afraid. You feel me? Like, no, if you think some shit is bullshit, say it's bullshit and put some good reasons behind it and just keep it pushing.
And the thing about it, he wasn't even shitting on it. He was just saying like because what he was talking about is basically like you gotta learn, which another reason I don't like. Why can't people learn? Like they think we just gonna get it off. Oh, you told me this? All right, got it. It's like that. Like we still gotta learn about this shit. This is all new. It just came this generation, so it's like you can't expect somebody just to grasp on and just roll with it.
And niggas grew up in a different generation.
God.
Like I have family members down, and I'm not saying I don't fuck with this, but this is what they say. I don't fuck with this gay shit. Actually. And it's not necessarily, I believe that it's not necessarily homophobic. It's just they grew up in a different era where like men
was just
didn't
not accepted.
men wasn't feminine or whatnot. Like me being a fashion design major, I had to explain to a lot of family members that like, yo, I'm not gay. I'm like, I just like doing fashion. But like the era they grew up in, straight men especially straight black men really couldn't do fashion. So you kind of like with the older generation, have to give niggas a leeway. Like this was their reality until 5 years ago. Like now is like, okay, I can't really say shit that I could say 5 years prior. So it's just you can't force it. Just keep doing y'all. Y'all gonna get the support, but y'all making it worse by forcing everyone and being polices and shit and taking people's monies away. You feel me? For just speaking their mind.
Yeah, and that's like, where do you draw the line between like that and like how you said, how you have to explain to your family that you were a fashion major? Like draw the line between, that stuff and just masculinity, like the toxic part of masculinity. Like when do we got to get rid of that shit?
The toxic masculinity?
Yeah.
I think it's slowly fading away. I think it has to naturally fade away. Because like I said, I have a lot of, I'm like the youngest out of all my family members, like 9 years prior than everyone's like older. So they couldn't be fashion design majors back when they did. But I'm not going to try to force it on them. Yeah. I'm not going to be like, no, you got to support me because, I'm just going to keep living my life and keep doing me. You feel me? And that's where you draw the line at toxic masculinity. It's not necessarily policing niggas about it. It's necessarily just keep it pushing. You paint your nails. It's all good. You know what I mean? But don't force niggas to be like, oh, you don't paint your nails, or you don't like that I paint my nails. Like, no, just keep it pushing. The biggest way to change someone's mind is to just keep it pushing. Because after a while, they're just gonna look at you and be like,
this
okay,
shit regular now.
Yeah, this shit regular. All right, like all my siblings, they know I'm a fashion design major, but like they still support me and accept me because just how I just kept it pushing. Like, like I just don't do like fashion design. I also like sports and shit. Like I'm not totally femme. I'm not totally masculine. I'm just me. You know what I mean?
And I'm glad you said that too, because like that shit can go both ways. Yeah. Like how you said, just because you're doing the fashion design doesn't mean you're a certain way. But also like I've had somebody tell me like a girl, like I was talking to a girl, it's like that. Be like, would you paint your nails? Would you do makeup? I'm like, no. And then she would bring up like, oh, that's because that's toxic masculinity stuff. Like you still get a choice. Like just because I said no doesn't mean I'm like homophobic or all that. Like I still get to choose if I want to do something or not. Yeah. It doesn't just because I say no means I think it's because I think this way, that way. It's like it should go both ways.
I don't know if this is a true statement, but when the person was like, oh, you don't like or you're not attracted to transgender women, you're transphobic or some shit like that. It's like, no, I'm necessarily like, I'm just not attracted to it. You know what I mean? It's just like, just because someone don't fuck with the gay shit. And if you get mad that I say fuck with gay shit, you could say fuck with straight shit. Like it's, it's just on you that you get mad with it. But like when someone says they don't fuck with gay shit, doesn't necessarily mean they're homophobic.
Watch that Dave Chappelle. He talks about that like exactly where right on,
man.
I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Now let's say we didn't know painting our nails was gay, and you had the option. Like you was a kid, you would just seen it, and you didn't even know. Would you still have your nails painted or no?
Like just as a curious kid?
Yeah, just as a curious kid.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, I've done some curious things, not like crazy curious, but like Nah. Like when I would play with like my sister and stuff like that, she had her toys on that. I ain't had nothing yet. So I'm real, like I was playing with her, some of her stuff. We would play together. Play together with that shit.
Yeah.
And looking back at that stuff, it was probably like, oh, that's like if you look back at that and you have like toxic masculinity, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I mean, get all that stuff like that. But it was like, as a curious kid, you just do whatever. I'm not saying nowadays. I feel like you can't force somebody into that shit just because you want to, because you want them to do that. They still get to pick and choose.
Yeah, it's like a line. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, is all this gender is definitely just made up social constructs that we created. But like, even if it's like we're in a spot nowadays that like, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's like we can do whatever we want just because the society says it. So if I wanted to paint my nails, I'm going to paint my nails.
Exactly.
But like, I don't want to paint my nails. So don't read more into it than what it is. I just don't like painting my nails. Like, my favorite color is pink. I'm wearing a pink watch. I have a pink water bottle. That's them. Like, but I didn't let gender, whatever constructs, and even like fashion design major, I didn't let that control me. If I want to do some shit, I'm gonna do some shit. Not because it's the hot shit means I'm homophobic or whatnot.
So like, where is yours? Like, what's your stance in that?
What you used to experiment with? What you
I
used to do?
Experiment with?
Yeah.
I ain't used to paint my nails.
Yeah, nah.
I wasn't really the artistic one that really be sitting there messing with paint, stuff like that or anything. Like, I used to stay in my closet and like try to put outfits together.
Oh God.
But like, it wouldn't be, I didn't really think of it as like a masculine or a feminine thing. I just like, I like clothes. I want to be kind of have a fashionistic sense of taste. I want to practice in the mirror and stuff like that.
I mean, we're definitely in society. Don't get me wrong. I like how society where you could be who you want to be and, do what the fuck you want to do. Just don't force it, and if someone's not fucking with it, don't cancel a nigga. Like, just keep it pushing. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like
let everybody be themselves at the end of the day, bro.
At the end of the day, you just gotta mind your business.
Mind your fucking
on
business.
Both sides. Like, if you not messing with that, that
gay
shit, how
shit.
it is, the gay shit and all that, then don't blur it out and just say, just start going against everything. Like, just mind your business, bro. It's not hurting nobody.
Not hurt nobody. Like, if you're not fucking with the gay shit, you ain't gotta say it. And if someone says they're not fucking with the gay shit, you ain't gotta come at them. You just gotta be peaceful with it. The only way to change niggas' minds is just be peaceful about it and keep it pushing. You can't force nobody. When you try to force someone, they're more likely to rebel against you. So stop strong arming niggas into believing a thought. That's on both sides. Just keep it pushing, and it's all good.
It's just like it's never gonna be a day where everybody agree with each other and this whole peace, love shit. It's never gonna happen. So just mind your business. That's what I do.
Fucking business.
Nah, they can't mind their business. Emotions are attached to it.
That's true. Yeah.
Too many emotions because maybe they're conflicted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
And that confliction can manifest itself in many ways, as in rebellion.
That's true. Yeah, I think we kind of got to, as a society, we kind of just got to have a safe, we got to let free speech be free speech. So if someone like...
That's a scary line.
It's a scary line because we don't have free speech. You have to pay for every little thing you say. But high key, and this is like utopian, like just thinking, but like, what if we had a space where like a racist nigga could say some racist shit if we don't like cancel that nigga? We just be like, okay, let me see. And then we come back respectfully with our retort. He comes back with his retort and we could figure some shit out. You know what I mean? I think that's how it should go, but that's not how it's going to go.
Your shit sound like a Joyner Lucas video.
Oh, God. I'm not racist.
Fuck out of here.
He thought that shit ended racist.
Like, low-key, if like...
That is utopian, all right? Because that shit's never going to happen.
No.
Ever.
No, because niggas' emotions are involved. And it just as humans, we're all just kind of like flawed anyways. But like, imagine if like Trump said what Trump would say and we would look at it like, okay, all right, but this is what we have to say, and we just keep talking respectfully back and forth. You know,
that would never happen.
No,
because it would never happen.
No,
but like,
Dalen.
that's just utopian.
No,
like,
Dalen.
It's way too much emotion. Like,
no, Dalen.
I'm just saying, like, in a perfect world, that's how it would be.
Shit.
And that's how we should. That's how we should move towards. stop trying to jump down niggas' throats because you're not fucking with what they're saying. Just be like, okay, let me see where he's coming from. All right, bet. Don't always immediately go to like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Because we're not doing nothing from that. We're not learning from nothing from that. Every opinion has a little bit of truth in it.
That's what.
Just a little bit.
Niggas don't want to learn. That's why they don't want to learn about the other side of this stuff. That's what I'm saying. Mind your business. If you don't want to learn, just.
But if you on bullshit, then shut the fuck up.
Bullshit,
On me, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. What is you?
On me. Yeah, man.
It's like I said, mind your business, because nobody wants to learn, especially nowadays how the world is changing super fast.
Drastically.
And they don't want to learn. So
I feel bad for these old black masculine niggas. You feel me? Because like again, this shit just dawned on them. Like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like.
You empathize with them, but they gotta be willing to learn too, though. A lot of them be stubborn.
They have to be willing to learn, but like I see where they're coming from. Because literally, this is a rapid change. Nothing in society like America has changed this fast. Think about like a lot of people compare like the sexuality rights to like the like race and whatnot. That shit took like damn near like how long? Like when we get freed as slaves.
That's exactly what that.
It took a minute. It took a minute, and then. Literally with the sexuality and all that type of shit, that shit is literally 5 years. Yeah. Literally 5 years. So it's kind of like, yo, like you gotta be easy on niggas. Like let niggas ease into this shit. But like also for niggas, don't be ignorant. Like
I don't think it's that hard though.
It's not that hard.
Because we just said mind your business.
On me.
We just said mind your business.
Low key, just mind
Everybody
your business.
Mind business.
Keep it running.
Because I mean, it's not even, and it's the crazy thing is like
free Bootsy though. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the main nigga who need to mind his business.
Yeah, he needs.
He the one.
That's what I'm talking about. Mind your business.
That's what I mean. Like that feel like insecurity to always speak on something.
You could tell.
I gotta deal with somebody else's sexuality.
Yo, I don't want to like put niggas like. But I have a theory that like Lil Boots is Lil Gay, bro. Like this nigga tries so hard to be straight.
That's just
where
his
it's just
era.
fishy.
Nah, that's his
That's how he
his generation.
That's his generation.
I don't
all right,
know
maybe
this
all
man,
them niggas
he's
are gay.
gonna come after him. I don't know him.
Maybe all them niggas are gay,
know
and they
him.
just trying to hold that shit
Nah,
in.
but that's just the generation. That's one thing I also never compare myself to. People like who grew up in that type of generation. Because I have no idea how that.
I heard a lot of I heard like if you're like surrounded by a lot of masculinity 24/7, and you try to be like super masculine 24/7, you're likely to kind of fetishize with it and kind of be turned on about it.
Nigga, on God, nigga.
Nigga, my ears be to the streets. I got my niggas out there that be like, putting me on
To the streets.
Not that type of streets, but like I got niggas that are with the community, with that type of community, put me on game with a lot of shit. So that's why I say like he might
for the scoop.
Oh God.
I'm just trying to learn, man. I'm not
know
trying
you
to be
trying to
little
learn.
boots. Shut up. But on me, so like if you like obsessed with masculine energy, like
That's
hey,
just weird, too.
low key, maybe you maybe
Did everybody see his neck? Just rewind on his neck.
That neck turn.
hey, low key, maybe with that shit,
A
but
little bit too much movement in
Nigga,
that,
maybe
you know?
the nigga that told you is gay. My nigga, like,
Maybe he was the one.
oh God.
He was trying to get you to catch on,
hey,
nigga.
but on God, man, y'all just mind y'all business though, and like educate yourself. Y'all want to educate yourself. You feel me? Like I got a lot of people in that community that I do know. So I try to always like at least educate myself just to be respectful about it. But always have my
Respect.
my own opinion. When some bullshit happening, I'm gonna say that's some bullshit. Like the hypocrisy is saying transgender and like transracial is like not the same thing. But it's necessary. It's like the same shit. It's like race or like culture is a made up thing. Gender is a made up thing. So like, hey, it all goes. It's just people feelings. But that's some bullshit because they'll say transracial niggas are not a part of us, but low key.
But are they? Is that a real thing? Because I've never really heard of
Yeah.
a real trans.
The BET owner's transracial.
You can do that in video games. I didn't know you can do that shit in real life. The fuck?
Also, Michael Jackson was transracial
Bro,
too.
come on, stop.
He's not
Michael
transracial?
Jackson- No, he's black.
He's not transracial.
He is black.
This nigga cut his nose and went white
He
and straightened
has
his hair.
vitiligo.
He's not.
His hair is because
Damn.
when he burnt, bro. I told you.
It's just
When
because of
he-
Michael Jackson. That's y'all hero, but that nigga's transracial.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
He's
is.
black.
There's other black people with
No.
vitiligo and they didn't went straight white and cut their nose
It
off.
wasn't just
He cut
that,
his
though.
nose off.
It wasn't just that.
He
though.
straightened his hair.
Oh my-
His 2 kids are white. He's transracial.
He even-
His 2 kids are white.
That is questionable. I'm not gonna lie, but
His
he's
2
still
kids
black.
are white.
Nah,
I'm gonna have to agree with
He's
you.
transracial.
okay, but how does that? Okay, so I guess I just don't know how that bleaching skin works. So how did his kids turn out so white though?
That's not his kids.
Oh.
He adopted them.
Bro, not Paris looked
Paris
like him.
is
though.
Paris is his kid.
Paris looked like him. And
But
she
Paris
white.
is biracial.
No, me. That's what I was gonna say.
But the first 2, he adopted them, and they're white. He could have adopted a black. He could have adopted a nigga.
Oh God! If you
But he
white-
adopted the white kids,
Okay,
and he
maybe
looked
it's just
white.
Gene, okay, maybe
Nigga,
it's
what
just genes, I
jeans,
guess.
nigga?
Nah, because but there's like Drake's son. You look white.
Cause
but
Drake
you
is
look
black
mixed
and
up.
white.
On me.
But who's the girl who Michael Jackson had the kid with? She's white.
Yeah, isn't she
Yeah,
like fucking?
you're talking about Paris?
Yeah, Paris.
Yeah, she has to be white.
Isn't she like fucking some fucking rock and roll nigga?
Oh, Elvis.
Elvis' daughter, or some shit.
I don't know if that's
I think
Paris'
so.
mom or that's the
What?
other kid's mom. I don't know if his name's Paris. That's the girl. We're
baby
talking
at?
about Blanket.
Her is Paris.
We're talking about Blanket. Yeah, Paris is the
That's his son.
the older.
Her daughter.
That's the daughter. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But Blanket is the son. That's like his actual son. So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, wait, so Paris not his?
No, Paris and the other older one. That's not there.
No, she not adopted, bro. She look like him.
No, they're adopted. They're literally adopted. Dead ass.
I gotta look
That
at
was his. That
I
was
did not
his.
know that.
Yeah, they're dead ass adopted. They're white. They got blue eyes.
But still, she low key look like him though.
He do not look like a nigga.
And she talks.
Is he
like,
really transracial? Or
He's
did
not
he just change
transracial, though.
color?
He's transracial.
He's still a nigga.
no.
He's still in, bro.
He changed.
I
No,
don't know. To
He
me, like
cut his nose off. That's transracial. He
Even
made
when-
his nose to a white
He's
person.
still
nose.
a nigga.
Is
You
that
know why he's
transracial?
not though? Because even when he was white, he
Okay,
said,
okay. What if
You
I
don't
got?
make you rock my
if I-
world
if-
and not be a nigga.
If I got breast implants, I'm transgender. Y'all
Case
goes closed.
closed.
yes.
So if I cut my nose off, I'm transracial.
What?
Same shit. If I bleach my skin,
you
I'm
mean-
transracial.
No, because when he was white, he still said he's black. That's the thing. If you
It don't
It
matter
just
if you're
like-
black or white.
exactly, that's exactly why he made that song. It
Okay,
don't matter.
okay.
Niggas like you.
Maybe he didn't identify as transracial.
That's what I'm saying.
But that nigga's transracial.
He didn't
I think
identify
that
as
nigga
it.
white.
No,
He made himself into a
Wait.
white person.
Okay, but like we said, you gotta respect it. So if he didn't identify as a white, then he's black.
Okay, this
Now
is
you're just being
confusing.
offensive.
So if I get titties next week,
why you looking at me?
I want to see.
Just use this nigga as an example, my nigga.
Why did he just say that?
if I
What are
got,
you doing with titties? You better
if
not
I-
show up with titties.
if I get titties and I still
Lil
like,
Nas
nah,
X.
What would you identify?
I'm still a nigga.
what would you
Like,
say you
y'all
are?
be confused. Okay, I guess.
because that's where it is.
So this is
nowadays.
why this shit's confusing. That's why you gotta just mind your
No.
business. That's why you just gotta mind your business. I'm sorry, Michael Jackson. I ain't mean to come at you like
Bro,
that.
you
You
talk
lost
about
me when you said the
titties.
nose,
We
man.
talk about race. We just talk
How
about
do we
changing
get to
colors.
this from
How do we get to
white women?
breasts? How do we
See?
get to breasts?
This is what white women do. They have us go against.
See,
each other.
yeah, see, look
I'm
at this.
telling you, that nigga got to your ass,
On me,
nigga.
God.
on me. Sorry, Michael Jackson. I still love you.
Nigga, on me, I
You a
stop
nigga
that.
still.
No, he don't.
You a
Nigga,
nigga.
now you turn white, you left us, nigga.
bro. Chill out. Nah, chill out.
He only fuck with R. Kelly. He don't fuck with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He do.
Nigga got his fucked up moral models.
Hey, put R. Kelly shit back on YouTube though.
No.
If Woody Allen shit is still on YouTube, nah, put R. Kelly shit
Fuck
back
both
on
of 'em
YouTube.
at
Fuck
the
both
same
of them,
time.
but like,
both.
nah, you gotta be fair. Take Woody Allen shit off there too, and all other
Fucking
pedos. You feel me? But we can transition.
R. Kelly shit. That's you already with.
No, we yeah, you know.
You know you want to talk about that R. Kelly
Oh,
shit.
God, you know you do.
I'm just saying.
You want to step in the
Do
name
you
of
want
love.
his stuff back on there? Or do you
No,
want Woody Allen
okay.
shit
I
off?
feel like this is a bigger problem than R. Kelly. I think it's like when a nigga slip up, it's so much harder on them.
Yeah.
There's more. It's like when Bill Cosby slipped up, it's harder on him. There's other white niggas that slipped up and raped more girls in the limelight
That don't.
But that they don't get it as hard as like the niggas do. If a nigga slip up, it's like, all right, we're gonna take everything out of you.
Niggas
That's not necessarily fair. If you're gonna do that, you gotta do it with everyone else. Prime example, Woody Allen shit. Woody Allen shit is still on YouTube. R. Kelly shit's off YouTube. Why is that? Because R. Kelly's black? Because when a nigga slip up, the media jumps on it quicker and put more coverage to it because it's a nigga slipping up? You know what I mean? It's a bigger issue than it's just, oh, R. Kelly, was a pedophile. Okay. Bunch of other famous niggas are pedophiles, but they're still in limelight chilling. You feel me? So it's like, keep that same energy when it's one of y'all niggas.
He not one of our niggas.
He's not one of our niggas.
He's not one of our niggas, but like,
the fuck?
no. I'm
It's
saying like for like one of the like for like
It's
white
that
people.
nigga named my daddy.
Oh God.
For like
Yo, daddy.
like the white people where it's like just because he's white and whatnot, it's like they'll jump on us just harder because we're black. And it's just like, okay, we're slipping up.
But like what he did, you
I
can't
feel you
just-
with that.
Yeah, it's unforgivable. It's definitely unforgivable. But I'm just saying it's a hypocrisy when other pedophiles can get off, a little easier.
We don't gotta use his case though.
Oh, man.
Who? R. Kelly?
Yeah, we're not using.
We don't
his
have to
case.
use R. Kelly. He's
His
just
case is-
it's
Your general statement is correct, but we're not using his case.
it's very extreme, and that's in But Woody Allen's is
Fuck
also
Woody Allen too, though.
very extreme,
Yeah,
and his
fuck
shit's still
Woody
on
Allen.
YouTube.
Fuck
So
all
it's
them
like,
niggas.
No,
fuck
man,
all them niggas. Keep
that
the
be-
same energy.
Exactly.
I'm
Like,
just saying, like, society just loves when the niggas slip up.
on me, they hating on us, nigga. Like you feel me?
because
We
they
be-
waiting. They've been waiting.
Exactly.
They wait.
They don't
They
want
wait
to
for
get
us to
money
slip
and
up.
shit like that. Like that shit weak.
Yeah, man. Just keep it.
So
That's
what-
why for niggas,
So what are
we
you
can't
gonna
slip
do
up.
about it? How are you gonna listen to R. Kelly? Because we know you're a fan and all.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I don't listen to R. Kelly.
You're a fucking liar.
It's like, nigga.
I don't
You
listen to
signed the
R. Kelly.
petition to free him.
But low key, like, I'm kind of hot.
Nigga,
They
hold
took.
on, what, nigga?
I'm for real.
around.
You're a
finna
wild
say,
boy.
nigga.
But low key, I'm hot that like they took. I believe I can fly off YouTube. I gotta go to Pornhub to watch that shit now. Like,
Wait
come
a
on
minute,
now.
what?
Nigga,
Wait,
what?
what?
Come on now. Like they took
Why
that
is it on Pornhub?
because everything that's off YouTube, it usually just goes like,
Why do you know that? Though?
Oh God.
don't worry about it. Like Endless,
Wow.
Frank Ocean, Endless, like the video albums on Pornhub.
He in it?
There's nowhere else to see it.
Shut up. But yeah, like they be coming through with the
I bet they do be coming through.
Shut up.
Hey, this
Yeah,
nigga.
man, you gotta go to Pornhub, watch I Believe I Can Fly.
Mm.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
There's nowhere else they can go.
Dave Chappelle, you can
They
use
gotta
that.
be somewhere else.
There's
You go.
somewhere. They gotta be somewhere else.
Nigga, you
We're
can
not
go to
sending
Reddit
people
or something,
straight to
nigga.
Pornhub. This is not what we're doing.
Nigga, I believe. Let me go to Pornhub, nigga.
God, like how you think of that?
Oh, God.
It's on Pornhub for sure.
It is. I'm telling you. All right, we're gonna really look this up. It is.
It's not on that piff. It's not on nothing else. It's on Pornhub.
Hey.
Out of all places.
Hey.
All the regular related be like fucking big ass booties and shit like that. Milfs and
Hell
shit,
no.
nigga. Nature.
Okay, stop it. The question was the weirdest. Doesn't mean I be on that shit every day. Y'all niggas stop. Y'all
So
niggas
you just
stop.
happen to come across that R. Kelly shit.
You pulled it. You brought up the Pornhub. You could have said you. You
It sounds like you've been studying the website, if you ask me.
I'm just saying, it's like common knowledge for all my Pornhub niggas. It's common
They
knowledge.
also got trapped in the closet. That's what you sound like.
It could happen, maybe they'll put it on there. But
I wonder if bro had to take down his video, the Prim's Hood shit.
Oh, Prince, I'm pretty sure because it's under parody.
I did see Black Panther on Pornhub one time, bro.
See, I'm telling you,
That
stop.
shit was random.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they'll put shit.
I was like, what the fuck?
They'll literally put shit that's not on YouTube on there because it's less like it's easier to put it on there. So yeah, don't call me weird because I know a fact of life.
But it's just a coincidence. It's R. Kelly.
Oh, man.
That's why we
It's
question you.
just
That's
the
why you're in
coincidence,
question, sir.
I didn't look it up.
That's why we brought you in today.
It was a joke. I'm not saying yeah, but shout out. No shout out.
No. Stop shouting people out.
Stop.
Yeah.
Dalen is banned from shouting people out.
Also, I want to apologize for the sponsorship slash episode. I didn't mean to say we're sponsored by Hennessy. That was a joke.
That was the Hennessy talking.
That was the
God.
Hennessy talking.
But we are not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Hennessy. We are sponsored by Jesus Christ, though. So
Absolutely.
we're, Keeping that 100.
Come to church.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't go to
Here we
church.
go again, nigga. Oh shit.
Yeah, but speaking of, I don't know. Speaking of church, all right, weddings is very holy. But I saw a post that like someone didn't feed that photographer at the wedding, and that nigga bounced and deleted all the pictures. I'm like, facts. As he should.
The
Feed
W.
y'all niggas.
That's a W.
That's a W.
Oh, God.
Feed y'all niggas, man.
Yeah, it's
Tired
like
of
how
y'all.
do you invite somebody to do the pictures and all that shit?
And-
So like they just
Not give that
Alright.
nigga a plate.
oh God, like just
Nigga
pass the
said,
plate
no,
real
you can't
quick.
eat. I wish a nigga would tell me
Oh,
that shit.
God.
Got me out here 5
Nigga, I
hours.
bet.
Oh God.
Just grabbed all my stuff. I'm
Ugly
gone.
ass couple.
Nigga, and I can't get a water, nigga. Like what?
A lot of people get mad if you don't eat.
Oh
Oh
my
Exactly.
God. You ain't eat for real? You fuck to pay me, nigga. Here, just take this meal.
They'll literally get mad.
That's
That
comedy,
shit weird
yo.
though, bro. Like
Who was it? It wasn't black people. Who was it then?
It had to
Gotta
be
be
white
white
people.
people.
That's some
Gotta
white
be,
people
bro.
shit.
I think that's
that's some cheap shit,
Yeah.
nigga. Fuck you talking
Oh,
about?
God.
Yeah.
It
Cause
sound like
I even
probably-
think in the other cultures they at least offer they like on the same tip.
Yeah,
They get
everybody
mad if they don't
eating.
eat. Yeah, you
Everybody
eat.
eating like, oh, you want to play?
Everybody eat. Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. These niggas working for you, taking pictures. Ain't nobody else in that wedding could take them fire ass pictures.
I'm
Feed
like,
that
and
nigga.
bro, wasn't he doing it for like 250 or some shit like
Low
that?
key, he was doing it, yeah, cheap, and they
That shit
still,
retarded,
yeah.
bro. The whole day.
They said it was
bro.
like a friend type of thing. It
I
wasn't
don't
like
give a fuck,
professional.
nigga. Pay me or give me a meal,
Yeah,
nigga.
nigga. Like,
Give me
They
some
said he
water,
was
nigga.
babysitting. He was babysitting while they were eating, and
What
while
the
they said
hell?
he couldn't get a plate.
what the hell?
So not only can I get a plate, but I gotta watch your baby ass child.
What the hell? I would have swung on cuz with the camera. Like, fuck you.
It sounded like it was probably like a well-off family who was just trying to get a quick cheap $250 or bet. and
250 bag.
took-
It just sounds like
took
some
his
dumbass
shit.
niggas
Yeah.
that just use that nigga as a
They
lick.
really was just using him for sure.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had somebody propose at your wedding?
Oh no, we're fighting. Nah, fuck that shit. This ain't Friends. This ain't goddamn Friends. You bet not. I don't know what show was the proposal, but fuck that. This ain't no sitcom, nigga.
Hey,
Stand
oh,
up.
I low key be
Oh,
hot,
God.
nigga.
I'll
I'm
be
not gonna lie.
bitch,
Like,
like-
nigga, this my day, nigga.
Oh, my
What
day.
you talking about,
What
nigga?
the
You not
hell?
finna, no, we not finna do that, bro.
That just seemed like
There's no way that they couldn't negotiate them
Yeah.
getting a proposal at your wedding.
Yo, that's a squad. That's dead ass a
He
squad.
said, "Oh, this is a very nice place. Let me
gonna have a
propose."
tag team match in that motherfucker.
Oh
shit.
God,
like
man.
hell no.
That's some dumb. I hate when people just steal your shine in general. You be winning and they bring up some shit.
Oh,
Like, nigga, this my time. This my day, nigga. Fall
P. Diddy and
back.
everybody and shit. Fuck no.
Pose about wedding, nigga. I'm a sweet chin music your ass.
Yeah. 'Cause that's just like, because that's something you gotta talk. Even like somebody came to you talk about it before. It's like
Yeah.
I'll be mad if somebody came to me like, "Hey, bro, you think I can propose at your wedding?" I'd be like, "Bro, what? Why would you even think of that shit?"
Anything
Like,
that take
That's some tough
any
shit.
attention from me and
Yeah.
my wife, I'm gonna be mad at. You feel me? Cause like, fall back, bro. It's not your day.
yeah. So stupid. It's
Fall back.
How do you feel about women proposing to men?
Low-key, that's
all
fire.
power to it.
Low key. Oh,
Low-key,
All
propose.
power
Low-key,
to it.
we should have women propose it, cause like low-key, it. I think marriage is a bigger step for them than it's for us.
honest. Well, no. Hold on. I don't know about that one.
It's how you deal with the marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage is what you
I don't
do.
know.
Yeah, okay,
It could be a
yeah,
little
yeah.
equal, but like I think a little bit for the women is more intimidating for the men. And also, I think current day now, I feel like, especially like with Instagram and shit, women do have more pull than men now. So like low key, you got more options than me. So propose to me when you're ready.
You
Like
right.
niggas don't have options like that no more because a lot of women now have the ability to date status above their status, not above their status, but like they can get a nigga that's high status, look good and whatnot because you have social media. So like low key for women, they have much more options than men do.
nowadays.
Especially this current generation not current generation, but the generation coming up, they're gonna have more just an advantage.
I mean, cause it's like nigga, a girl can go in the club, nigga, and really choose who she wanna fuck. You feel me?
Exactly.
Otherwise, we gotta scope somebody out, nigga. We
Yeah.
gotta go up to
You
them,
gotta
nigga. We
pick
gotta,
up line and
exactly,
shit,
nigga.
yeah.
That shit don't work. Okay, next women. You feel me?
Yeah.
Girls, nigga, if a bitch say nigga, let's fuck, nigga, everybody's gonna do it.
On
you feel
me.
me? Especially in the club, bro.
In the
like,
club. So they definitely do have
In the
more
club.
in the club. So they definitely do have more options than niggas. So like they should start proposing to a nigga. You trying to get locked down now? All right, bet.
What does that say about men though? Like how you said it's so easy for them to
Shit.
just get that shit.
It's
Like,
really
that's just a lot about us at the same time.
It's just how the society runs now. You know,
Oh, God.
Damn.
not necessarily,
oh God, we just
not necessarily like a good looking guy can get a lot of followers on Instagram, but if it was the same good looking guy and the same amount of good looking girls, just going to get more followers on Instagram. Just because men are have more of a sexual drive and whatnot. And not more sexual drive, but more expressive with their like thirstiness. So we're gonna follow your ass. You feel me? So women do definitely have more pull.
Hell yeah.
They got options. Y'all think these girls got options out here?
Even the ugly ones, that's what's crazy.
Even the ugly
nigga,
ones.
like,
Everyone-
and the fat ones too, nigga.
They have options now. Like
Dead ass, nigga. I ain't gonna say too many names, but Walter, you know exactly who I'm talking
Wow,
about.
you're gonna say my name right now after you
I'm
just
just
said
saying-
that statement? Like that even applies to me at all? In any way, shape, or
Hey, nigga, I
form?
put you on, nigga, couple of years. Man.
Oh,
I'm just playing.
hell
For
to
people
the
out
no.
there, man. I'm just playing.
He lying.
no.
You shut up, Kirby.
I'm just saying. I didn't know.
hey, man,
I could put you on too.
Hey, I'm gonna talk after this.
fat girls need love too, man.
Go into that.
Shout out BBWs, man.
No,
here we
we're
go
not.
again.
Here we go. You're banned from shout-outs. You're banned from shout-outs.
Why you always gotta after everything? You all right? Shout out.
Stop shouting shit out.
Cause shout out them, you feel me? You gotta shout out my peoples.
You supposed to do that at the end, nigga.
Yeah.
Shout out. Well, you know, you right. Yeah, man. But y'all heard about y'all president? I'm gonna say y'all
Hey,
president. 'Cause
chill out.
I didn't vote for this nigga.
Who'd you vote for then? Expose yourself.
Please.
Expose myself? I didn't vote for nobody. I'm an
All right,
anarchist.
there you go.
Cause I literally just want to see how society was gonna play this. Cause not necessarily Trump is more
You didn't help
racist than
shit.
Biden. It's just one's more is just more expressive of his racism. The other one's just more sneaky about it. And I just want to see how people, which one they'll go with. You feel me? Me personally, I'm more of a Malcolm X nigga. So like, I'll personally want the rattlesnake rather than the sly fox. So I'd rather have Trump in office because I know this nigga's racist than rather have Biden in office, who is fucking sneaky and who cut the HBCU funding from 45 billion to 2 billion. And I know we're kind of like low on money and shit, but like, Trump didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like this nigga was outwardly about he told you he was gonna do some racist shit. Biden's all sneaky. You know, I'm a liberal. You don't vote for Biden, you're not black. You know what I mean? So like,
Oh yeah,
That shit
he did say that shit.
he did say that shit.
That
So
shit was weird.
yeah. So again, and he has done more racist shit than Trump too. And that's also what I was like very curious at how people was gonna react to it. The 94 crime bill is like one of the most racist
We
laws.
gotta run the numbers.
It's like one of the most racist laws in like recent memory because he was locking niggas up for like selling weed, just to try to get out of their environment that white niggas put us in. So it's like, yo, like you're just putting not innocent black men, but you're putting like niggas behind bars for like years for like selling like weed and whatnot instead of trying to remedy it. It's like you have to shot to remedy it, whatever that word is.
Remedy.
Yeah, you have the chance to like help it by like putting in like a law that helps niggas not want to sell or not push weight. Instead, you put something that criminates it and just like, all right, I'm just gonna lock these niggas up. That's not helping nothing necessarily. So that's why I say he has more of a racist past. I don't think Trump has done anything as racist as the 94 crime bill.
I mean, it's still fucking both, but
On me.
They're both
what I'm
racist.
saying
It's just,
I think we gotta stop the pressuring of making people vote. Gotta go.
gotta go.
Yeah, cause it's like
That shit is annoying. Cause
It
like
gotta go.
everybody got
And that's a dangerous
you
statement.
don't think so?
That's a very dangerous statement to say. It can't be pushed because we're pushing uneducated niggas to vote.
Exactly, like me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'll be straight up. I was uneducated.
Me too.
I voted.
And that's
for
why
Biden just
and-
because my grandma was on my ass.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't do it. Look at anything about it. I was like, all right. Just so she stopped talking. I did it. I was like, and after I did it, felt nothing after.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. Like,
you gotta stop pushing people vote. Like you gotta vote and start pushing, educate yourselves. It has to be let's educate ourselves
Yeah.
instead of vote.
You can't educate yourself and not cast a ballot either, though. You gotta do something.
You gotta do something. It's mostly on just us, just educating ourselves more. But the fact that like niggas have been pushing the voting shit so much, nobody's educating themselves, and they're just going on what their friends are saying to do, and they're not coming up with their own ideology about voting. You know what I mean? Like if I would have voted for a president, I probably would have put like a random nigga like Kanye or someone, because at least he's not. I wouldn't even say he's racist, but at least he's not. At least he's not racist. He's still a nigga. I'd rather have a nigga in the White House.
I would rather have Ye in the office.
I'd rather have Ye in the office than
I would have had
Biden.
Ye in office. Out of these motherfuckers,
Yeah,
I would have had Ye.
I'm telling y'all niggas.
What the fuck?
Y'all, hey, again, I'd rather have the fox than the rattlesnake. You feel me? I'd rather have the nigga know that I know this nigga's racist instead of the nigga that's behind my back racism. That shit is dangerous.
I want to see how his term plays out.
Because it's gonna stay quiet though. That's the thing about it. It's gonna be how all the other presidents were. All the other presidents never helped black people. They all been quiet and they all been making these laws and whatnot to kind of like keep us down, like cutting a budget of $45 billion to $2 billion.
Yeah, that shit,
you know how drastic that is?
Nigga, oh God.
That's systematic racism, is it not?
No, for sure. Where did the money go? Do you know?
I don't know where the money went, but still, 45 to 2 billion. Prisons, yeah.
Probably.
It's some bullshit probably, but like,
what money isn't going to prisons?
on God. And even the prison system, even the prison is systematic racism. But like, still, like all these white niggas y'all be voting for just because y'all don't want the overtly racist person. Y'all just want the person who says he's liberal and has a fucking black fucking vice president to appeal to black voters. He don't even give a fuck about her. He just want to appeal to black voters. That shit was so forced.
Oh yeah, Kamala was locking niggas up. I did see
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah, all skin folk ain't kin folk. So.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You gotta remember that shit, too.
So y'all just, be aware, like, just because the nigga doesn't say he's racist doesn't mean he's not racist. He's still an old white man. He's the same age as Trump. Like these niggas grew up in the same time.
Oh God.
These niggas probably, if they was sitting in the room and they was like, all right, no bullshit, let's just talk. They probably talking about agreeing on the same topics and agreeing on the same talking points. So like, I'd rather have the nigga that is racist. As for people, y'all rather have the nigga that is racist because that's just safer. You know the nigga got the gun pointing at you. All right, now duck.
Respect that. Actually, I get that, but just still fuck them both. That's
Yeah,
why
I'm saying let his term play out. I know he's fucking up right
Yeah.
now. Let his term play out. Trump fucked up the entire time. Trump fucked up the moment his name
lit.
was on the fucking ballot.
That shit was lit though. Every day was something new. That shit was lit.
That shit was not lit.
Shit was
No.
not lit at all.
When I tell my kids about this shit, they'd be like, whoa, Donald Trump was president of the United States. I'm like, yeah, that shit was lit. 4 years, we had news. Niggas on podcasts are talking about this shit every fucking day. People on radio shows talking about this shit every day. You type in YouTube, it's something Trump said. That shit was like, not exciting, but that shit was like, no other president had that. We literally lived in a time that we had a celebrity as a president.
Not even a celebrity.
Like our kids are gonna think they're gonna know Donald Trump as the president, as a former president, not the way we know Donald Trump.
Like that nigga was on TV. I used to watch that Celebrity Apprentice show. Like that nigga was a celebrity and he was the president of the United States and he was just outwardly racist and it was like it was a moment in time.
He wasn't the first celebrity one though, wasn't it? Was one of
Ronald Reagan was Ronald Reagan, and that's the second racist. But like even then, Ronald Reagan didn't have social media around him.
Yeah, oh God.
Didn't
that nigga get banned from Twitter? Or
Yes.
Yeah, he's banned from everything.
Banned off of everything.
Yeah.
He tried to start his own platform.
What y'all think about that? I necessarily think he shouldn't been banned because I'm on two sides. This is a private company, so they can not private company, but they're a company, so they can choose who to ban and who not to ban. But also, I'm like on the freedom of speech side, where it's like there's other racist niggas y'all have on your platform just because he's the biggest one. You know what I mean? You kind of gotta let everyone say they peace of mind if it's wrong.
I feel like everybody or no one wants to feel damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Nobody wants to like be that person. You feel me? Like, to let a nigga be allowed to be on their platform. You feel me?
Yeah.
Freedom of speech is a really hard thing to like do. Like it really makes no sense because you got freedom of speech in that way, but if a racist nigga come at me with some racist shit, and I beat their ass, I'm in trouble because they got freedom of speech. But it's like, that's where you kind of like, I guess freedom of speech, it comes with, you gotta, what you say, so the consequences is gonna be what you say. So it is what it is at that point.
I mean, you should always be prepared for the consequences, but
that's what you should. Yeah.
But we can't pick and choose just because something's part of that type of crowd and something's part of that type of crowd. You kind of just it's hypocritical to let these niggas speak their mind, but don't let those niggas speak their mind, because we're not learning nothing. We're just shunning them, and we're basically building a underbelly of like 4chan is like the most racist shit, and 4chan is basically in dark web shit, and it's basically based off that we don't let these niggas speak their mind. So they're even more dangerous now because they're in their little secret society and they can talk amongst themselves now because we just didn't let those niggas speak freely in public and have respectful, conversation about it. And I know that's impossible, but like this is Trump. The reason why Trump was president, because we shunned those niggas, those racist niggas for so long, and they finally had a nigga to say, fuck it, I'm gonna be the racist nigga and I'm gonna say the shit I want to say, and that's why he got elected. Because we shunned those niggas. Because we shunned real freedom of speech. If we just kept everything 100, niggas, humans are not like made to be fucked. We're like, the world makes us fucked up. But like, if we just let everything be freely outspoken, I feel like a human at some point in time is going to come to their senses. Oh, that's that bullshit. But when you shun them, they're going to rebel even more. So like,
they can rebel all they want. Ain't shit to speak about.
On God. But
not like, with them. What is there to talk about? Honestly, what is there to talk about with them that we need to hear from them?
There's
besides,
nothing.
We're sorry, and we need to give you X, Y, and Z.
On God, but still
to make up for X, Y, Z, even though it won't.
We still have to let them talk, though. We still have to let them talk.
Unless they say that, what is there to talk about?
And this is why Trump was president, because as soon as they get a nigga who talking that shit about, like, they go with, that's why a nigga becomes president. And that's why we get these fucking, getting hysteria because of this shit. We have to let them speak their mind, and we can tell them to their face respectfully that, like, okay, this is an open space. You can say what you want to say. And yes, it could be bullshit, but like, we're just going to both talk our sides.
What haven't they already said? What haven't they already said? We are the ones that haven't been heard.
Oh God, I'm not saying like, anything. I'm just saying we have to be less sensitive and just be like, okay, you said that bullshit. All right, I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. Instead of like, all right, you can't say that. I'm taking you off. You got to go to this underbelly that's more dangerous than you say. It's more dangerous for niggas to say racist shit on 4chan because all 4chan is racist. I don't know really, but not even like 4chan, but like a racist, dark web shit. It's more dangerous for them to say it in secret than them to say it in public, because we don't know what they talking about. They may be plotting, like the coup. That shit was from 4chan. You know what I mean? Like that shit can only mobilize by secret like shit that no one's monitoring. That's why I said we should.
So you're saying let those niggas speak their mind?
Let those niggas speak their mind, because it's safer. It's safer. It's literally safer for them to speak their mind out in the open.
But they would do the exact same thing to us that we do to them. It goes both ways.
It'll go both ways, and they'll have more. I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying it's just safer because they're just plotting behind our backs in secret.
There is no safe.
Do you want someone to plot? If someone's about to like with the coup, if you're president of the United States and say they're trying to kill you, do you want them to plot in public where you have public knowledge? You go, okay, all right, bet. Or you want them to plot in secret? You want them to plot in public, right?
But
if someone's robbing a bank, you want them to plot in public rather than plotting in secret, because they're plotting in secret. Okay, they about to really do that shit. You don't know it's coming.
That's more on just the security and how they handled that situation, which was terrible. Because like you've seen at the marches of like the Black Lives Matter shit, they came on the tear gases, the cars, deep.
Oh God,
they had guns at that rally. They had like 2 security guards out. They got inside the building, bro.
Facts,
that's on
facts,
them.
Facts. We live in a racist country, so of course, like they're gonna bring more cops to a Black Lives rally than a fucking coup.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. But again, like it's just safer if you don't want niggas in secret. You don't want niggas to be plotting in secret.
Why are they meeting at all? There's nothing to meet about.
Exactly.
There's no safe
I'm not,
when it comes
I'm not
to
white.
Shit.
I don't know how these niggas.
Well, shit, nigga, there ain't nothing to meet about.
Yeah.
But
What
I'm
is there
just
to meet
saying,
about?
like, we can't.
Show me the money. How about that?
Yeah.
That's what to be the meaning about. Show me the money. Because
Homie.
how we gonna get these niggas the money?
Yeah, because there is no safe part. Because, like you said, how they would do it in public. Okay, they can do it in public and still like eventually get into their
Yeah, but at least we know.
shit. Yeah, but it's not gonna be safe. It's just gonna be okay.
It's
we
not gonna
know
be
now,
safe,
they
but at
still
least we
gonna do it.
know. At least we know. At least we can prepare.
But what?
At least we got intel.
You live in such a very that shit never happen.
It's never gonna happen.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it should happen like that.
I'm saying because you saying it's safer, but
It is safer. It's much
can't
safer.
be.
You don't want someone to be pulling up to your house in secrecy. You want someone to be pulling up your house that you know you're pulling up to their house, or they're pulling up to your house. It's just safer. It's literally safer.
I'm saying there is no safe. There's never gonna be a. Safe
There's no
or-
safe, but it's safer. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm just saying that there will never. You can't get to that point. Even if it was public, it's not gonna be safer. It's still gonna be the same.
It's gonna be the same, but it's better.
Exactly.
It's better for them to be amongst niggas that don't think like them than to be amongst niggas that always think like them. So they just keep building this underbelly, this underworld of racism.
For decades,
It's not even an
centuries.
underworld. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, but
Everywhere,
it's like
exactly.
they have a fucking spot just to say,
That's what I'm saying.
just
though.
to talk about us.
But for centuries,
The whole world.
people been doing fucked up
they
shit
are
in
not
the
whole
public
world.
Yeah.
and still been getting away with it.
Yeah.
Niggas knew
This whole
about
country.
the Nazi camps and still got away with that shit.
Yeah.
All these fucked up. We know what's going on in North Korea.
Oh God.
Still getting away with this shit. What we gonna do about it? Like,
But I'm just saying, it's just much like, okay. I think the world could still keep moving if we just didn't be so shun niggas' freedom of speech and shit like that. Like the civil rights movement there was no social media. So the white niggas didn't have a place to go in secrecy. You know what I mean? We still rose. We still went forward even though they didn't have a place of secrecy. Now they do, and now it's like we're not going nowhere by them just hiding in this, this subgroup
Not
of
going
society.
nowhere
That's
either
just
way.
dangerous. That's literally dangerous. They're trading racist tips. They're trading
they was
racist tips
doing
right
that
now.
So if they do that in public,
It doesn't
it's-
matter what
it's better?
tips they
Oh, God.
trading. They shit is written up all in fucking law.
That is true.
Yeah.
All
is
that,
true.
all them fucking loopholes to send niggas to
Yeah.
jail,
That is true.
send Mexicans to jail, send black and brown people to jail.
That's true. I'm just saying if y'all niggas fuck with freedom of speech, and I'm not saying no one side is different or is more or less wrong or right. I'm just saying if you say freedom of speech, you got to keep it 100 with all freedom of speech. Can't be selective. If you're more selective with your freedom of speech, cool, that's on you.
Then they don't
I
need to be
necessarily
freedom of
necessarily believe everyone. No, I believe everyone should just speak their mind because that's just human
speech.
shit.
Not
But
on
if you
matters
do-
pertaining to that,
If you do, no, if you're a racist, tell me you're a racist. Don't fucking.
Okay, I get that, but I'm saying you're saying it's gonna make things better. It will not make anything.
Yeah,
better.
if I know that nigga's a racist, that makes things better. Now we have more of ability to remedy that. Instead, if he's a secret racist,
Bro,
like
this
Biden.
country was publicly racist for years.
it's,
We
none of
still
that's
fucked
gonna
up.
matter if they don't want to fucking change the fact that they're racist. Because why are you
True,
racist?
but
to
how we
begin
gonna
with?
how we gonna change that they're racist if the first step of solving a problem is identifying that you have a problem.
Right, they need to
So-
identify
And then
that.
you have to understand the problem.
And you got to understand the problem. How are we going to necessarily understand the problem if all their talking is done in secrecy? We don't understand because we don't know what they're talking about.
What is
How are we
there
going
to
how are we
talk
going to solve the
about?
problem
That's
if
what
we
we
don't know
keep
what they're
saying.
talking
I
about?
like how you said, okay. See, I like that because the whole conversation that they're doing right now, like that side, is the whole critical race theory shit.
Yeah.
They want to get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
All that critical race theory that
Mhm.
shows the fucked up part. So you're saying, they're saying get rid of that shit and just move on, get them going to the new one. Is
Mhm.
that the freedom of speech you want? Because that shit stuff that matters. That's what I'm saying. Because like how you saying that they get the freedom of speech, why can't they have the freedom of speech to learn about that shit? Like why?
That's true.
What's wrong with that?
Again,
They wanna
I
forget
think
about
it's
shit.
to each his own. I think you should always have the freedom of learning what you want to learn. But the thing is, I don't know. It's just how we're gonna solve the problem if we don't know what they're
There's-
talking
the
about.
problem's
There is no
Yeah,
right
it
or
can't be
wrong.
solved.
never
There
gonna be
is
solved.
It can't be
I
solved,
I
right?
don't think it can't be solved,
Never.
bro. Like
if we don't know what they talking about, we don't know what they're plotting. How are we gonna solve that problem?
It's not a complex morality tip. There's literally a right and wrong side of this shit, of the whole war, of everything.
Yeah.
So why are they choosing to be on the wrong side?
We don't know because they're in secret.
No,
They're in secret. We don't know. We don't know how we don't know how they think. How they really think, because
yes, we do.
We don't know. We're not in the conversation.
We just know that shit from the history.
Yeah,
we don't actually know.
We don't know. We don't know 2021 racism is,
honestly, because the shit changed.
Bro. We know 1965 racism. We know 1845 racism, but we don't know 2021 racism.
How don't you know it?
Because we're not in the conversation. We don't know what them niggas are talking about.
There is no conversation,
bruh. This new racism is.
Shouldn't be.
I feel like it's different from back then.
It's very different. It's more strategic.
It's different, but it's still outward racism. It's written in the laws.
But it's much more strategic.
The new Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's strategic. We already know what they're doing, though. It's not a secret.
But how are we gonna figure out the strategy if we don't know the strategy? That's what I'm saying.
There's no strategy to figure out.
Like they would tell niggas the game
You say
plan.
there's no strategy to figure out is we're just gonna keep going in this circle. We have to know what they're talking about. But the only way is to let that shit.
What I'm saying is going to be a circle no matter they're public or not. That's what I'm saying.
You
I'm
act
saying
like
there's no resolve to this shit. There isn't.
I don't know,
if we being real, that's how the world works. You got fucked up people. You got non-fucked up people. That's just how it's gonna work. They can be in private. Or they can be public.
But you right, but you don't feel like it's a reason why they do it, like
because they fucked up in it. People are just fucked up. That's the world.
But
like,
I'm saying like it has to be a reason why they think nigga black people and white people are like.
And we don't know that reason.
You feel me? And that's what
we do know that.
No,
reason.
we know the 1965 reason. We know the 1849 reason. We don't know the 2021
it's
reason.
Still the same.
It's not the same reason. It's much more. It's much more complex.
Change? How would it change? If things are supposed to be better now, how is it different? Like how?
Racism would have been solved if it wasn't the same reason.
Yes.
No, racism would never be solved because they keep bringing up a new reason for racism.
No, racism not gonna be solved because
it's a complex. Racism is just not a blanket like I hate you, nigga. There's
yes, it is.
No. It's not. I just hate you, nigga. It's a part of like why do I hate you, and we don't know their why.
Fuck why you hate
we
me.
don't know their 2021 why.
They don't know why.
They don't know why, but
so why do we care?
So
Okay.
what's going to get resolved if we go up to okay, bro? Tell me why are you racist? Why are you this and that? What's going to get resolved?
We know the reason why they're racist.
Yeah, we know.
And then what's going to happen? They're not going to
Now
be racist after that?
I know how to move.
And then we can move for like this how I feel, bro. Like
I know. All right, this is how you feel. All right, bet. Now I'm a move differently because now I know how you move with your racism. Now I'm gonna move a little bit differently now.
How could
But
we
we
like,
already
make this
moving
better?
good and
There is no.
We not moving good enough because these niggas are still racist. There's Joseph Biden. This nigga Biden cut 45 billion. He cut 43 billion dollars. That is slick racism.
God.
We don't know why these niggas are racist now.
Racism is not Baskin Robbins.
We don't know why these niggas are racist now. We have to figure out the reason.
It's not the same reason.
not as complex as
they
it's
think.
not
No, it is complex.
It's
It's the most complex thing in America. Race is the most complex thing in America. You're not going to tell me a blanket statement of racism is just, oh, I hate you. No, there's reasons why people hate people.
why are the racists?
We got to figure that
still
shit out.
Why are the racists still?
You haven't
bringing up
figured it
Confederate
out.
flags and all this
I'm
old
saying
shit?
we. You
And
haven't.
if you wanna
figured
Fuck
it
it,
out.
I'll figure it out, and I'll fix racism because I have the fucking thought to be like that nigga's racist. Why are you racist?
What I'm
Not
saying-
just because you're racist. Fuck you. Why are you
What
racist?
I'm saying is that you're saying it's different from back then. So why all the racists nowadays still got the Confederate flags and all the old shit?
It's strategic.
Yeah.
It's different, but it's strategic.
Yeah.
It's not the same racism.
Nigga, you feel me? We got social media in play now. So
Yeah.
it's like
So you're
niggas-
saying because they're doing,
niggas do shit differently.
but they're not different racist. They're just still racist.
I feel you.
They're
but
still
like,
racist, but it's a different form of racism
yeah,
now.
it's a different fucking.
But it's not like you're gonna talk down. You're gonna sit down and talk. Okay, why this? What's gonna help you by them telling you why they're racist?
We have the reasons.
I will understand.
I will
why
understand.
Why do you have
But they
to
have
Can I ask you a question?
change.
Can I ask you a question?
You're right.
And this is a yes or no question. This is not a you're right or wrong question. Would you rather a rattlesnake in your face or you rather have a fox in your back? or like a sly fox in your back? Which one would you rather have? Do you want the outwardly racist person in front of your face or the low-key racist person in your back? It's not a right or wrong question.
The low-key racist person behind my back because I'm minding my business.
Bet.
I don't got to.
Bet.
They're
That's
behind
you.
me. The fuck
That's
I got to
you.
do with that?
And that's you, and that's your personal opinion. I respect that. For me, I'd rather have the racist nigga in front of my face because that racist nigga behind my back is way more dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's what Malcolm X will always say. The nigga behind your back is much more dangerous than the nigga in front of your face.
Cause you don't know when bro gonna attack you.
Exactly.
Regardless of all that reasoning shit that you talk about, they have to change.
Yeah,
Why do
yeah.
we have to change?
They have to
okay,
change.
but
So why do we have to pity party?
But the part
there is no pity party.
we can't just
40
be like,
years is no pity party.
Look, we
they
can't-
have to change.
here's reality. We can't just be like, oh, you're racist. Change. No, this is part of reality.
Why is that not reality?
Why?
Because they're the ones who fucked up. We fucked up.
But the thing is, we have to low key fix it ourselves. They're not gonna fix it. They're
Yeah.
comfortable.
We got to fix
We have
racism.
to fix it.
We
So
gotta
we have
fix
to know the reasons why they're racist. We can't just be like, oh, you're racist, fix yourself. No, they're gonna be like, fuck
it
you.
sounds
I'm still
selfish,
racist.
but-
So we got to put in the work for them to change.
Yes.
For something they
That's
started.
reality.
How?
Because
Why?
they're not gonna put in the work. We're talking about white people here. They're not gonna put in the work.
Exactly. Niggas just gotta be the bigger person at the end of the day. And like,
At the end of the day,
Bigger
it sucks.
person.
It sucks.
that's what it sounds like.
Shit,
to me.
Martin was the bigger person. What happened to him?
Hey,
It sucks.
you're right.
It sucks, but that's just
Shit,
reality. We're talking about the people on planet Earth who has
It sounds like
the
you bowing
fucking-
down.
I'm not bowing down. I'm just saying, I'd rather you be racist in front of my face so I know. We're talking about the people that if we don't force change on these niggas are not changing. They're so fucking they're like ignorant and they just like think they're the gift to the world. So we have to let these niggas know. And one of the factors of that is to learn about how racism is today. We can't just rely on, back in the day racism. It's
But
different.
then you giving them a platform.
It's all
Racism
good.
didn't
Be-
change.
I'd rather
the
them have a platform than them have this secret society.
I don't think
That's
racism
how you
has
spread that
changed.
shit.
Racism may not be as outward, but racism has always been embedded in the infrastructure of society. It may not be shown as outward, but that's still
But what's
part of the same
But what's
racism.
the factors? But what's the factors of their racism today? It's not the same factors.
Yes, it is.
And it's not the same reasons.
How is it not the same reasons?
It's more complex for reasons now.
They still hate niggas. They don't want niggas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they still hate niggas, but now why? Now, not necessarily why, but what they're doing now to keep niggas behind. Because what they're doing now is different what they did back in the day.
then.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. We have to learn what they're doing
now to understand exactly.
New Jim Crow. When you get out of jail, you're more likely to reoccur and to commit another offense.
Exactly. And
And then you're banned from housing. You're banned from getting any type of property. Getting banned
Yeah.
from going to the bank. Small shit.
on God. And that's
Right.
and that's one of the reasons. This is how we have to think now.
We know it. I just said it right there.
We know it, but
It's a
there's
strategy. New Jim Crow.
and that's one of the factors.
Read on it.
So now we have to keep. All right, let's keep moving. All right, how is these niggas moving now for racism? Like the Biden shit. Like how is these niggas moving now for racism? We can't just be like, oh, you're racist. You know what I mean? We have to be like, oh,
It's not a hands up thing, but you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves.
Yeah.
It's clear that a lot of people stick with their stance.
Yeah.
It's evident that they're willing to die for
Yeah.
their stance.
I'm just
it's
saying.
a war fought over that stance.
I'm just saying though, we should just be more so like, again, I just don't want niggas plotting behind my back. And part of not letting niggas plot behind your back is giving them, all right, turning around and be like, all right, say what you're gonna say in front of my face, pussy.
And another thing is you have to find a person that's willing to be honest and like,
yeah.
look at both sides. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't just be that right.
There's gonna be ignorant people on both sides.
Exactly, but you just gotta, just look at both sides of the story. you feel me?
Yeah, but say what you're gonna say in front of my
both
face,
sides
No,
pussy.
So,
God,
like-
like don't hold back. That's the way I see
Yeah.
it.
I'm not cutting nobody empathy.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting them.
I'm not cutting them no empathy.
No, that
I'm
is
just saying
definitely
that's how
empathy.
society is just built, that we just created this secret society of just racism.
Let's talk about how we can't even get to the table to have the conversation. We can't get to the table. They're sitting at the table. How
On
about
God.
that?
On God.
How about they let us at the table?
On God.
Because we're the ones that's not hurt.
But a part of fixing that is knowing what's going on. We
They
can't
know
just,
what's going
we
on.
can't
We
just
the
walk
ones
up
that
to the
don't know what's
table.
going on.
We can't just walk up to the table.
That's why we're getting played, just because we don't know what's going on. They're not gonna tell us what's going on.
And that's why we have to make more of an effort to know what's going on.
Why is it our job
Black
to do
Klansmen.
that?
Because it's
Black
affecting
Klansmen, Black
us.
Klansmen,
Yes,
Black
it's
It's
Klansmen.
affecting
affecting
us.
us, bro.
It's affecting us. It's not affecting them. It's affecting us.
Like you said,
We
they
have to
sitting at the
know.
table. They sitting at the table.
They sitting at the table. The only reason we could get the seat at the table if I know how them niggas move.
But you're saying it as if we're running the table, like, oh, we're not letting them niggas talk. They're not letting us talk.
True. Facts. But like, I'm just
So why
saying,
are we learning about them? They need to learn about us.
facts? But they're not going to learn about us until we figure out why they're not learning about us.
They already. I guess it's different types of racism because you're talking about this Biden shit.
Yeah,
Biden
I'm talking about
racism.
systematic. I'm talking about systematic behind your back.
Okay,
racism.
Give them HBCUs back their money,
that's
please.
different
Oh,
than,
God.
than the 4chan racism and then the niggas who invaded that. That's different racism.
It's different racism, but
'Cause
it's
that
kind of in the
racism
same.
is-
It's
that
both
racism-
secret racism.
No, but that racism is fucking racism.
that's true.
Why do I have to have a conversation on why you don't like me? I don't give a damn.
But true, but it's still
if they wanna
dangerous.
Stay in that.
No,
Bro, if
but
they
it's still
wanna-
dangerous. Cause if they catch a nigga, a lot of them, if they catch a nigga by himself and they got that thing on him,
And
know?
asking what. So he
so
gonna
we
catch
have
me
to
by-
we have to learn. We have to learn.
He gonna catch me. So when he got the gun in my face, I'm gonna ask him, okay, why you feel this way? You think that's gonna change his mind just because I educate him on some
Let me
stuff?
let
No.
me ask everybody a question because I think the two biggest civil rights leaders of all time is like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Truthfully, y'all answer this question. What stance would y'all think Martin Luther King, Malcolm X will have on this? Start with you, JP.
On like what? On the
Yeah,
shit
what
you're
we're talking
talking
about
about?
right now. Yeah,
I really
like what would Martin Luther King want? Would he rather give
peace and love.
peace and love? Okay, but what would
would-
he choose?
The hoes.
Like he definitely wouldn't.
I think for my fucking self. What the fuck?
Yeah, like
I'm just saying though, because you
They
can think
grew
for
up in-
yourself, but you have to also learn from someone else to kind of bring your own thought to it.
yeah, but I don't know how they think. Cause for me, both them niggas, like you can take things from both them niggas and kind of combine it. Like that's how I think. About
Yeah,
it.
most
Because
definitely.
they live in a way different era, so
Way
it's-
different era.
It's way different.
But-
You can't compare that to now.
But
Like they literally was walking with shit that said colored.
But
and all
again,
that shit.
I'm not as versed on racism as Malcolm X was versed on racism, or Martin Luther King, or any of the civil rights leaders. So I'm gonna go to them as what they was thinking back in the day and kind of formulate my opinion because I'm not as versed as them. And I think Malcolm X wouldn't want niggas to be talking behind his back.
You
But
know,
I'm-
both of them ended up with the same fate, though.
Yeah.
Martin
True.
Luther
At the end of the
King.
day.
Martin Luther King wanted to listen to them, and
True.
guess where he's at.
And it's dangerous.
Malcolm X was on his radical tip, and I know he changed when he came back from his Islam tip to try
Yeah.
to be on a more peaceful stance.
Yeah.
But when he was radical, he still was on that verge of that same tip.
Yeah.
And that's why they really hated him.
It's-
So
It's dangerous, but like the racism's not gonna change unless we have the balls to be like, all right,
we'll
pussy.
end up like Martin.
Okay, but if you being real, like
and that's the consequence of it.
these are two different eras though, because we wouldn't think like this if we was back
Yeah.
born back
Hell
then.
no.
It would be way different. I'd be like, fuck all
Yeah.
all that
Right.
shit.
I'd be way more
I'm
right.
with that shit. Like
Yeah.
if we gonna have to get physical, we get physical. But now we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just
two different eras. You can't.
It's two different eras. Like I said, I see what they said and I just try to translate it into a 2021 perspective. Modernize that motherfucker, but it's to each his own. Like, we got heated right now, but everyone's opinion on this shit was correct. You know what I mean? Because we all want the same outcome. Even though maybe our directions is a little different, we all still want the same outcome. So it kind of makes each opinion
Nigga,
its
stop
own.
being racist out there, nigga.
Oh God,
Fuck.
bruh. And tell me why. Tell
right,
me
that
personally
definitely
why you
is
racist.
Nigga.
Tell me personally why you
Donald is
hate
hilarious.
niggas. Like, don't be a
Come in the
bitch.
cut though, nigga. I ain't gonna do shit, but
Yeah,
nigga.
don't be
Don't
a bitch.
tell
You
me
ain't gotta
why-
tell me
Pull
why
up.
you racist.
Don't
Just
tell
do
me
your
why
shit.
you hate niggas. You figure out why you hate niggas and change that, because we ain't do shit to
That's
you.
your fault.
I ain't gonna lie.
You little
What I
ugly
gotta do with
ass.
that
We was in Africa chilling, my nigga. Like,
Yeah,
niggas-
but on me, tell me because I'd rather see what you on. And be like, all right, bet. This why you hate niggas?
All right, just like how you can learn from them, see how to move. They gonna do the same shit to you.
Oh God. It's all good.
You better watch your back with them.
It's all good. But what?
Watch that fox behind your
See,
back.
look, yeah. What about that slide fox? You want to come
You
sit with us?
that, yeah.
You think it's a snake in front of your face, but shit, you don't know. Cause it's like you take shit from them and learn they taking shit from you.
Yeah, it's all good. But I'm just saying, good always wins at the end. So like, you know, if my stance is more good and more truthful and more just logical, like that's just gonna win at the end.
Man, at least you tried, my nigga.
At least you try. It's like that nigga.
Ain't no fucking least you tried.
At least you tried. It's
You
like
don't
that.
get that fucking participation.
It's like
trophy
that.
in the
It's like
civil rights
that.
movement.
That
What the
black
fuck's
nigga.
wrong with you?
Good effort. No,
You don't know
that.
third place,
You
second
right.
place.
Nah, you right. You for sure right.
It's like that black nigga who used to talk to Klans members. He was like, yeah, some of them became good friends. He just talked to niggas, and niggas just, you know, maybe they're, you know, sly foxes
cool
now,
with
but
him.
like, who knows? But it's just the fact that he took the ability to like, all right, why do you hate me? And now I'm gonna tell you why. How do I feel about that? So that's kind of how we have to move currently.
You don't have.
Let's stop being ignorant to like people's input.
They stop being ignorant.
Let me hear it. Let me hear you out first, and let me tell you why you're ignorant. Instead of, oh, you're ignorant. I don't want to even hear you right now, because no one's learning from that,
You
So
know you're
we're being
ignorant
ignorant
because
by
why
not
do you
listening
hate
to
me
them?
to begin with?
and they don't know the reason. Because again, a lot of these racist niggas,
That's a them problem.
a lot of these racist niggas are created racists, or race whatever how that goes. So we gotta have to know.
Parental, yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of have to know the
Parental.
factors of why they're racist to kind of fix their racism.
Well, I gave you one.
Right? There you go.
Shit, we act like we don't know the answers, David.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think we do know the answers. I think we don't really like take the time to really figure about it, and then like also like this generation, we just focus on so many different things that no one's actually like zoning in. You know what I mean? So we know the answers. It just takes a while, but on me, like, don't be a bitch. Tell me to your face, nigga. Like,
I am not racist.
I am not racist. But on me, we ran a little bit.
So we can all just agree to disagree. But
All agree to disagree. I'm with that, man. Like, hey, you know, I ain't mean to get heated or whatnot, but I get very passionate. We all get passionate about this because race is a big thing in America. Like I said last week, we gonna talk about that shit because this shit's important to us. We gonna talk about the shit that we like, that we have fun with, and that we feel is important. But
we're also gonna learn too.
you also gonna learn. Like just hearing how Walter's standpoint, I learned a lot. You know what I mean? So you kind of gotta be like, all right, you know, we're gonna learn a lot on this shit because we not gonna fight nobody on here.
Hell no.
We don't know everything.
We don't know everything.
I damn sure don't know everything.
And if y'all got more to add to this, you know, throw in a comment, text
section.
us, come through to the podcast, y'all. You know, y'all.
Hey, post this shit on your story too, nigga.
And post this shit on your story.
To a couple friends. You feel me?
Share
That
this,
shit, bro.
share this shit with 3 other people. Keep this podcast moving if you're really fucking with it. Keep this shit moving, y'all. Like,
Yeah, man, we from the IE, man. So you
God.
you gotta support us, man. We just trying to, you know, just go crazy with it.
you from the IE, we're black men, we're artists. You know, we just trying to, you know, do what we love.
Crazy.
If you just love niggas doing what they love, support. You know what I mean? Don't matter where you're from, just support that. You know,
Just show love, man.
show love. It's not hard showing love.
At all.
No. Yeah, but thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love this shit. On me. We out. We shaking it up afterwards because y'all niggas will create narratives. So, but yeah, on me. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we outro.
Gone.